I am starting a blog. Welcome. And I'm also simultaneously doing updates to YouTube because not everybody reads, not everybody takes in information the same way. Some people like to play videos in the background while they do other stuff. So here's the audio version. I'm going to be reading from posts that I've already written so that everything's the same, and it might be easier to caption the YouTube. You can just grab the audio transcribed. Anyway, I'm Mandy. So there's a little bit about me section. I'm a woman, college educated. I've had random jobs throughout my life. Not as random as some people I know, but here we go. I'm a vegetarian, I'm a crafter, and I'm a mom, and all of that's in no certain order. I was orphaned in my early teens. I was 14 when it happened. And while I was extremely lucky to end up in the situation in which I found myself, I did end up missing a few important lessons. It's hard enough to pass on all the important life lessons when you're raising your own teenagers, but as a temporary occupant in real life, I attended boarding school for 3 years. I had a harder time getting all of the messages that people absorb on a daily basis. So I messed up lots of things, and I still do. And I learned quite a few nifty tricks, and I know I still have a lot of gaps in what I know and what I need to know. I like to be right. I think a lot of us do. I'm extremely willing to learn, though, so I'm quite okay with being wrong, as long as people aren't really nasty about it. When I learn something, I get really excited about wanting to share it. Anybody who's worked with me can tell you that. Someone I worked with once pegged me as an autodidact, and I didn't know the term, and I was really excited to go look it up and find out what it meant. Woohoo! So what I found out is that an autodidact is a person who learns things on their own. True story. And it's a pretty good joke. So it's a segue into the fact that I love jokes and wordplay. Currently, I live in a small town in Alaska. It is smaller than any town I have ever lived in before, unless you count living on campus in high school and college, which isn't exactly a town because there's no grocery stores. But we're fairly isolated. We have a pretty good community. I like it. But back then, I did have access to large stores, and we don't have that now. We're about 2 hours from the nearest traffic light, and it greatly affects how we live life now, which is going to be a few things that I read about. Scroll down. Oh yeah, it's a great view, isn't it? I want to be as real as possible, so I'm not going to be doing editing. I'm not currently wearing makeup. I'm not sure if I've even brushed my hair today. And you're going to see this fade and reappear. I was going to do this many times in my life, this blog, for like the last 4 years I've been thinking about doing it. I just happened to do it when now I have certainly very memorable hair. So a little about what you're going to be seeing here on the blog, other than me, is I wanted to start a blog about life and figuring out how to do it right, while hopefully skipping some of the mistakes that I've made for yourself. I will find research that either cements my position, yay, or teaches me how to do things better. And I've already learned a lot of really neat things by doing my research here. And things that I'm curious about, learn how to do it right in the first place, skipping some of those mistakes that I probably would have made. Together we'll find out that a lot of things we think we know are wrong. And that's kind of cool too. And those are the things I get really excited about sharing with people. Again, I just really like sharing knowledge with everybody all the time. So I'll be posting the blog posts here as a vlog and on Blogger currently. So you can find the print version for those who prefer to take in their information in different ways. So my motto is learning through living, and also it's an orphan's guide to whatever. So welcome, and let's do this together.